hope you can hear me at back. I'm not sure if speaker is working. But look, I had 5 minutes to present this. I'm going to run through it very, very quickly. I'm supposed to present you the location of the pilot project. I have 25 slides, but I'm going to run through them as quickly as possible, so bear with me. So essentially, we're talking about location of the pilot project. And rest assured, we haven't been on to the guys at Channel 4 to ask what's the best location. We have to go back like 5 years in time when ICON was asked by Fingal County Council to work on 4 or 5 projects, and they're all village design framework plans. And they have asked us to participate as well at the same exercise. So typically what was produced, actually just to go back, you can see all the 5 villages there. The things we produced is that typically the maps, development plans. You can see very clearly where development areas is going to occur over the next 20 years. We have a very good kind of PDF, like a written statement for the whole, all the villages. And this document includes photo montage style graphics to show developments, how it may look in 15 to 20 years. And of course, BIM was used, but just purely on a 2D basis in the end as just a static element in the report. Now, they came back to us based on the success of these past few projects. They came back to us like, look, would you like to work on another project in Rollstown? So it's like, sure, why not? So there we embarked upon a final project that was, I think, last year or the year before we started it. And we just analyzed all the documentation, and we suddenly saw this very nice contour map. And very quickly, you can see, you have a few development areas. I'm not sure if you can see the laser pointer, that the topographical context is quite challenging. And it made us realize that just designing purely on 2D canvas wouldn't be possible. You have to implement some kind of third dimension. So typically, client comes to us with a brief. But this time, we came back to the client with a suggestion of an enhanced brief to tell them, look, we're going to supply you with a virtual model for the whole village. And it's going to provide us a very good tool to analyze all the areas for the development areas to see what best design options can occur in the village. Also, it can be used as an interactive virtual model for the use of the local community, for perhaps even the planning departments to experiment how they can use it to analyze planning applications. So we came back and we started then to immediately build up this village-wide virtual model. It took us quite a while to do it. It took quite a bit of our research and development, but we spent a huge amount of time into it just to make it a success and to really show the client look, it will benefit the outcome. So we created a whole mesh, all the existing buildings, the walls, the trees. We came up with then independent scheme designs for the areas that were really suited for every single area. It means in relation to contours, sight lines, even daylight illumination. And this is just a developed design graphic for Area 1. And here you can see just one of the tools we use within the BIM package to check the validity of the design. And I think it's a very, very important step within the profession of architecture and urban design that you have these tools available whenever you design. And as the borough was saying as well, very important to bring the clients within the design as you design it. So on the spot, as a workshop with Fingal County Council, we were there, look, this is what you're going to get. And we could modify the proportion of the spaces, the location of the houses, boundary walls, and all the rest. And of course, from any model, you can generate any amount of 2D information, pretty pictures, but they're just pictures and not interactive. So, but in the end, we have a fully workable interactive model. This is a video capture of my desktop flying around the site. And you can see planners now can use this. They can go interactively in there, or they can show this to prospective planning applicants to show well, this is a design intent. Maybe, get some clues out of this. So why is this relevant? You'll ask, look, it could be just a demonstration of the kind of work we do with ICON. But within that village, and within a context of a whole virtual model that has been actually created. There is a very interesting building, and that building is the community centre of Rosedown, and it needs some attention. And it's a building type that you can see in many villages around Ireland. It's designed like as a big shed, very low cost, but to make it suit within the new streetscape, it needs some kind of a refurbishment. And also, it's a perfect project that can be replicated in other villages. But also, it will show us and present us challenges because it's an existing building. It's not just a new building on a flat piece of land. This is very contoured site, and it's going to make it all very interesting. So this is the building we are going to use in our pilot project. The brief is actually being assembled now, and we have to have our feedback from the stakeholders, and we'll be organizing meetings very shortly to make that happen. This is a group photograph of most of the team members that were there on the day, that was the 9th of January this year. And I'll hand over then to Coastway, who have been actually extremely generous in providing us a survey of the building. So I think I'm 5 minutes 49.
Good, fair enough.